Hello, my name is Emmanuel Fitumuchiza. I welcome you to this presentation about socially responsible procurement that is being done by members of Group 7, EPPM Stream 1, Weekend at UMI. In this presentation, we are going to discuss the concept of socially responsible procurement. We shall talk about its benefits, the principles that govern it, key environmental and social considerations, steps to be followed while implementing it, how to source and evaluate suppliers to do socially responsible procurement, the ways to manage and monitor SRP, challenges commonly associated with it, as well as some examples of why it has been implemented successfully. In terms of a definition, SRP refers to evaluating suppliers not just based on their cost, the cost and quality they are going to provide, but also on their commitment to ethical labor practices, environmental protection, and positive community engagement. Thank you. Over to you, Barbara.
Thank you, Emma, and hello, everyone. My name is Barbara Katutu, and I'll be taking you through the benefits of socially responsible procurement in businesses, as organizations are increasingly expected to do more than just make profits. How they procure goods and services matters more than ever, and SRPs reduces emissions, waste and resource depletion by advances fair labor, gender equity and economic growth in supply chains, cuts long-term costs through efficiency, waste reduction and risk mitigation, builds trust and protects against reputational risk in sensitive industries. Last but not the least, it attracts ethical consumers and improves access to sustainability-focused tenders. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Barbara.
I said thank you.
I'm going to look at the principles of SRP, and these we have participation. Here we involve all relevant stakeholders. Let's say a government agency wants to put up a school in a community. It involves all the local community representatives in evaluating the bids. Then we have access to information. We ensure that all stakeholders have timely and equal access to relevant procurement information, sustainable procurements. We choose products and services that have a minimal negative impact on the environment, economy, and society. Then we have environmental protection. We minimize the environmental impact of goods and services being procured. We have the labor rights to ensure that no child or unsafe working conditions are involved in the production process. We have anti-corruption, where an organization enforces a code of conduct that prohibits accepting gifts or favors from bidders. We have transparency. We make procurement processes open and clear to all. Accountability, holding procurement officers and suppliers responsible. Thank you.
My name is Nicholas Mtunja, and I'll be taking you through the environmental and social considerations in SRP. And under environmental considerations, we look at having suppliers who promote eco-friendly products and processes such that we reduce the greenhouse emissions and also reduce on waste generation. We're also looking at how to conserve the natural resources and conserve the biodiversity while doing the procurement and enforce the use of recyclable and renewable energy. Under social considerations, we look at how to maintain the labor rights such that we don't use like people under the age of the working age, and also include the marginalized and vulnerable groups in the procurement process, while also ensuring that the cultural norms and beliefs of the community are maintained. Thank you.
My name is Jocelyn Nakenya, and I'll be taking you through the steps to implement SRP. First, we conduct a risk assessment. Here we identify the social and environmental risks in procurement. Then secondly, we create a strategy. Here we align sourcing with organizational goals. Thirdly, we select the approach. Here we choose methods for effective strategy implementation. Then we develop the policy. Here we define the ethical procurement standards and the internal protocols. Number 5, we implement the policy by applying the strategy and training procurement teams. And finally, we monitor and adapt. Here we track outcomes, gather feedback, and improve processes. Thank you. Over to you, Flavia.
This is Mutali Flavia. We are going to look at sourcing and supplier evaluation in SRP, where sourcing involves identifying and selecting suppliers who align within the organization's ethical standards and sustainable goals. Evaluation looks at assessing potential and existing suppliers against predefined social, ethical, and environmental criteria to ensure that there is alignment within the organizational values. So we evaluate the suppliers on key criteria, including the financial capabilities, quality and safety standards, environmental sustainability practices, social sustainability performance, ethical trade practices, and compliance. So we aim to partner with suppliers who align with your organization's social and environmental goals. Thank you.
Thank you, Flavia. My name is Moses Gumisiriza. I'll be taking you through the ways to manage and monitor SRPs. 1, to maintain an up-to-date database of approved suppliers to track performance and compliance. 2, to develop and enforce procurement policy and formalizes the organization's commitment to ethical sourcing and guide the supply interaction. To implement supplier code of conduct that defines expected behavior around labor rights, environmental stewardship, and anti-corruption. To establish a communication plan, to create a dispute resolution procedure, to provide a structured method, to resolve conflicts or breaches fairly and effectively. Finally, to set up a management review process to assess suppliers' performance and procurement outcomes. Thank you. Next to Rachel.
Hello, my name is Akamburira. I'm presenting the challenges with socially responsible procurement. One of the challenges with socially responsible procurement is difficulty sourcing 100% sustainable materials, where in instances there is shortage in SRP materials. Then the other one is linked to balance trade-offs in sustainability choices. The other one is complex decisions with no perfect solutions, where balancing cost, quality, risks, and sustainability is sometimes challenging. Then we have ensuring transparency throughout the procurement process, where it is challenging to balance transparency with confidentiality. Then there is involving the right stakeholders for legitimacy and trust, where some stakeholders could be having different interests. Then the last one is managing risk costs and supplier compliance risks. Thank you. Over to Eddie.
Thank you. Chasanko Eddie is my name. I'm taking you through some of the examples for a successfully implemented SRP. We have a Unilever, a multinational company based in British. It's committed to sourcing 100% of our cultural materials sustainably by 2023. It also partners with small farm owners to improve their livelihood and environmental impact. We have IKEA. It's a multinational company based in Swedish. It uses 100% recyclable and renewable and recyclable material in its products. It implements strictly supplier code of conduct, focusing on labor rights and environmental care. We have the City of Vancouver in Canada, which integrates social and environmental criteria in public procurement contracts. We also have the World Bank, which enforces environmental and social safeguards in procurement contracts worldwide. It also promotes inclusive supplier diversity and fair labor practices. Thank you.
Thank you, colleagues. My name is Nasubuga for debating. In conclusion, committing to socially responsible procurement drives long-term value for organizations and communities. However, It's for us to successfully implement, we require clear policies, effective supply management, and ongoing monitoring. It further strengthens our relationship with suppliers, supports communities, protects the environment, enhances organizational reputation. Whereas these challenges may remain, with transparency, collaboration, and continuous improvement, we can turn socially responsible procurement from an ideal into a daily practice that is beneficial to everyone. And we also have our references in the next slide. Thank you very much.